Hello and welcome to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni, this time to continue our look at patch 5.21's rewards from the Ishgard Restoration Phase 2. This time the Dhalmel mount. As you can see, it's purely amazing. This then is actually from the Ishgard Restoration Kupo of Fortune minigame. This is a top prize, the Dhalmel whistle, and you will have to try your luck for quite some time to get this, but it's actually not too rare. We did a video on the Kupo of Fortune in depth. I do advise you go and watch that on the channel to understand it better, as I'd rather not explain it for the 5th time. If you don't, however, want to bother with Kupo of Fortune, you could just buy it from other players, as it is a market tradable mount and currently sells for about 600 to 700,000 gil. It's not the rarest of the two mounts, like I say, or is it the most expensive? So that's a viable option if you would rather. This mount then is a Dhalmel, designed after the many Dhalmel in fact that we see, that we actually used to see in Diadem before this version, which are now all gone mysteriously. We can still see Dhalmel as creatures in the game if you go to places like the Sea of Clouds, for example, and they have basically taken the same model for this mount from that of the creature itself, which is apparently much more evident when you put them side by side like this, especially since Mama here is way bigger than our version. But there we go. So let's read this text then and show it off. Summon forth your Dhalmel, a towering herbivore native to the Sea of Clouds. While attempting to nibble at a tree on a nearby isle, this Dhalmel lost its footing and fell. As it plunged towards certain death, the fervent desire to live awakened its latent ability to harness the wind, and thus did it soar to safety. This may or may not have happened, but let's say it did. The hidden text reads, "You've never seen a Dhalmel before?" A quote there of a Teliun. This mount uses the generic flight music, which is a shame. It would have been cool to have like the Sea of Clouds theme or something, but oh well, it's just the same as usual. It's a hulking thing, honestly, and one of the more interesting mount ideas Square Enix have had. I've seen some people recently accuse them of being lazy by porting monster models as mounts. Personally, I couldn't disagree more. Whilst it's nice to have unique, special mounts made for the game and tailored specifically, it's totally okay, in my opinion, to have monster models repurposed as mounts. I talked about this more recently on previous videos, but it's refreshing to me to see more variety in mounts and minions, and they've been doing that quite a bit, especially with this patch. And really, if it's just a fun idea, then people should generally respond positively to that. There's so many great models out there that would look just incredible as mounts. The new 5.2 dungeon, for example, at the end of the MSQ, hosts some of the most truly amazing creatures we could ever see, and we could easily throw a saddle on the back of them and ride them around if you put 2 minutes of thought into it. I cannot wait to see what they come up with next, and no doubt there'll be some more exciting things to come in future patches, and this Dhalmel along with the sheep mount are two of my new favourite bar mounts for sure. They're definitely going on there for me to use regularly. More like this, please. Either way, grab yourself a Dhalmel mount today if you can, and I'll see you all next time.